Okay, we're back. Unit 2, Day 2. It will be Tuesday on your lesson plan. Math. Day 2 or Tuesday on your lesson plan. Math. Today we're going to be doing page 135 and 136. All right. At the top of the paper, you see some bunny rabbits. Those bunny rabbits. And I'm going to give you a number to write in the square beside of each bunny rabbit. Are you ready? You have your sharp pencil? Be sure, remember when we're doing our numbers, just like our writing, top of the house, upstairs, bottom of the house, bottom floor, downstairs. So your numbers will go top to bottom, upstairs to downstairs. All right, do it very neat. Some of you guys had some really, really neat numbers last week, and I put some extra smiley faces on there too. They were great. Are we ready? All right. So beside of the little tan or the little light brown bunny rabbit, I want you to write the number 26. 26. Listen to the family. 26. All right. Now I'm going to go to the next one. Mom and Dad, you may want to write these down so I can move on. On the white bunny, on his little square, I want you to write the number 54. 54. 54. Listen to your family. And beside of the little black bunny rabbit, I want you to write the number 13. 13. He's a teen number. 13. All right. Do a good job on those. On number 2, you're going to write the number that comes before and the number that comes after. On our first one, what number is that? Yes, 45. 45. I know it's in the 40 family because he starts with a 4. 45. So before I can count number 45, what number do I have to count first? Good job. 44. 44. 45. And then what do I count after 45? You're exactly right. 46. 44. 45. 46. So you're going to finish the other two by yourself. And on number 3, you have some combinations that you're going to write, the answers to them. And on number 4, what time is it? What time is it? Do you remember yesterday we were going over the clock? Between each big number, there's 5 minutes. So remember, when your hour hand is the red hand. Your minute hand will be the green hand, and he's the one that's counting the numbers. He's got the big job to do. Between each number on the clock, there's 5 minutes. So be very careful when you start to do your clocks. You have 4 clocks to see what time it is. On the back, on page 136, you have a picture. It's a fun picture, fun with numbers. You have some little mice, and they're eating watermelon. Boy, wouldn't watermelon be good? Do you remember the watermelon Miss Morlock brought to you the first little 2-3 weeks of school, and we sat out under the shed and ate it? Wasn't that good? All right, so each mouse is wearing a different color shirt. So we have red, blue, yellow, and purple. You're going to look at the mice and see how many mice are wearing red shirts and write your number on his shirt. How many mice are wearing blue shirts and write the number on his shirt. How many mice are wearing yellow and write the number on his shirt. And how many are wearing purple and write the number on that one too. All right, now you have a fun page, but before you do your fun page, I want you to get up, stretch, walk around a little bit, rest your hands, and, excuse me, put on your brain bank, unlock your brain bank, okay? Excuse Miss Morlock. All right, so the next paper that we have is called Inch by Inch, okay? And you'll look, we have a ruler. On a ruler, the little ruler that we were using in here, he had 12 inches. He was a foot, okay? 12 inches equal 1 foot. Now, not the big one that Miss Morlock uses up here. That's a yardstick. He has 3 feet on him. But the small rulers that I gave you to use a few times, those have 12 inches, all right? So what you're going to do, At the top of each ruler, there's an object. The first object is a piece of chewing gum, a piece of gum. The second one, there's a comb you comb your hair with. The next one, there's a pencil. And the next one, there's a crayon. And the last one is a paper clip. What you're going to do is you're going to look at the items and see about how many inches those items are, and you're going to write your answers right here. So we'll look at the first one together. It's already done for us. So the piece of gum actually is about 2 inches. 2 inches. And they wrote number 2 up there. All right? So that's a fairly easy page. Now, you are going to do a money page. I'll go ahead and take this one down, and we'll go over our money pages together. But before we do that, we're going to review a little bit. All right? $1, $1. $1. Who's the president on there? Right, George Washington, okay? So we could count $1 in different ways. So if we were going to count, if we had our bank and we emptied our bank and we had all the money laying out on the counter and we were separating it by pennies and nickels in one stack, dimes in one stack, and quarters in one stack, then we would count to see how much money we had all together. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the penny, and I'm going to move our camera, so hopefully it will not fall. Oh, good job, Miss Morlock. All right, so let's go back to the pennies. A penny is worth 1 cent. Say that with me. A penny is worth 1 cent. He's the only coin that is the copper color, and when he's old, he turns brown. Kind of brown once he's been used a lot. It would take 100 pennies to make $1. It would take 100 pennies to make $1 because we count by ones because he's 1 cent. All right. The next coin we have is a nickel. All right. Don't get him confused with a quarter. Okay. Look at the president. Look at his hair. Okay. A nickel is worth 5 cents. We count nickels by fives. It would take 20 nickels to make $1. 20 nickels to make $1. Our next coin is a dime. Now, he's the smallest in size of our coins, and he's worth 10 cents. 10 cents. When we count him, we count by tens, just like you did with your ice cream. You bought your ice cream for 80 cents. It would take 10 dimes to make $1. Our biggest coin that we have on the board today is a quarter. And George Washington is on the quarter too. Look at that. A quarter is worth 25 cents. It would take 4 quarters to make $1. 25, 50, 75, $1. Okay, so now you have a fun paper with money. Okay, we're going to be doing some problems with money. Okay, let me hang this up. We'll do a little review here. Now, we said a penny is worth 1 cent, right? A penny is worth 1 cent. Now let's look at this. Can you see that? Let's take the pennies. How many pennies are on the left side? 2. 2 pennies. 2 pennies. It would take 5 pennies to make a nickel. 5 pennies to make a nickel. I'm going to count those, and you count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would take 5 pennies to make 1 nickel. Would you rather carry 5 pennies in your hand or 1 nickel? Me too. I'd rather carry the 1 nickel. He would be easier to keep up with. Now, let's look at our next one. A nickel. A nickel is worth 5 cents. 5 cents. It shows you the front and the back of the nickel. So, let's see. Let's count our nickels. 5, 10. 2 nickels would be 10 cents. Or 2 nickels equals 1 dime. Would you rather carry 2 nickels in your hand or 1 dime? Me too. 1 dime would be a whole lot easier. How many pennies would it take to make 1 dime? Good, 10, because we count pennies by ones. All right, let's go down to the next one. We have a dime, and here's what the dime looks like on the front and the back. Now, it would take 2 dimes and 1 nickel to make 1 quarter. Now, here's how we're going to do that. We're going to count by tens. 10, 20, 20. But we've got a nickel. We don't count nickels by tens. We count him by fives. 20 plus 5 equals 25. 10, 20, 25. 25 cents. Okay? A quarter. A quarter is worth 25 cents. And that goes into half dollars. And we're not going to get into that since we're not in school. Okay? So on your fun page, I want you to look. We have 1 penny equal 1 cent. 1 penny equals 1 cent. All right. 5 pennies equal 5 cents. 1 nickel equals 5 cents. The first row's done for us. You're counting pennies. 6 cents. The other 4 rows are a little different. This is new. So Mom and Dad will help you with this, okay? We have some nickels and pennies. We have some dimes and pennies. But when we count coins and they're mixed up like this, we always start counting with the coin that is worth the most. So in this row, we have a nickel and we have 4 pennies. So which one would I count first? Which one is worth the most? Right, the nickel. The nickel is worth 5 cents. So we would count 5 cents, and then we're going to count our pennies. A penny is worth how many cents? 1. 5 cents plus 1 cent is 6 cents, plus 1 more cent is 7 cents, plus 1 more cent is 8 cents, plus 1 more cent is 9 cents. 5 cents plus 4 cents equal 9 cents. Okay, so that's new, and I understand if you have a hard time with it. We'll have parents and grandparents, you can help them with that. All right, so there will be a separate video with your number addition families. I'm going to do 6 and 7, 8 and 9, and 10 by himself. So today I want you to start practicing addition family numbers 6 and 7. I want you to review addition family numbers 1 through 5 and start on 6 and 7 today. All right, I love you. Do your best. Do your best. Be good for your parents and grandparents or whoever's helping you. You be good and you obey them just like you did when you were in school with Miss Morlock, because you are still in school. You're there and I'm here, but you're still in school. I love you and you have a good day.